Welcome everyone. Sorry I'm a little bit late, but then I'm always late. Something's always wrong. I had to wait for my groceries to come, and they hadn't until 4, and they came at the last minute. That's not really usual. Usually they come a lot earlier, so yeah, it is what it is. It's good. I took the cheap time, so. So today we're working on, oh, that's the wrong banner. I was like, wait a minute, I didn't do those mini flowers. Working on Totoro. This is a pattern from Witty Stitch Co. on Etsy. And I am so close to the cat bus. I thought, let's work over there today. So that's here. Here's some clouds and then the cat bus. So I thought I would do that. I put on some ambient sound today from Lo-Fi Girl, but it's not drowning out the sound of the construction outside, so it just sounds like sound. So I may switch that, so let me know what you think. Right, so far it's just birds singing and construction work. So welcome everybody. Hi, Nikki and Sarah and Catherine and Chelsea. Welcome in. So, yeah, and then I'm not sure I picked the right move. I need to move around. I usually try to do a bit of stitching before I start, so I make sure everything is where I want it. But I didn't today because, yeah, I didn't. So let me know if you can see and hear okay. It looks a little out of focus. Oh, there we go. Oh, nice. It focused where I wanted it to. Excellent. And it says I have a parked thread here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm just going to end that. It's not very long. So how is everybody this morning? Hi, Love Drunk. And what are you working on today? Yeah, I'm just going to end this one. Let's see, I have a thread here too. Oh, you know what? I started doing Royal Rose with this pattern, and it's just not necessary. So I was doing a little bit of diagonals with this last time, but with block stitching, it's just easier just to do a little bit of a, what do you call it? A feathered edge. So I'm just gonna sew that in because it's kind of annoying. And let me check this thread where that is, make sure. Okay, yeah, it's over there. So we'll just take that up and around and clip it up here. So I didn't do any more stitching last night. I wasn't feeling very good. I was having a bit of anxiety. So I went to bed early, actually, for once. You're working on your heart from Stitch So Beautiful. Oh, that one's really pretty. Yeah, it was kind of like, I was thinking, they're gonna pick the Everheart Mosaic, but no, everyone wanted Totoro. One person wanted the heart, and I think that was you, Sarah. And Nikki's working on Supersize Mech Color Animal Kingdom. Very nice. How far are you on that? And Sarah, yours is looking amazing. It looks great. So I need to be on the other side of my cart, of course. As I said, I usually do a little bit before, and then I would have known my cart was on the wrong side. So it's 928, which is it's in here in the clouds. And so I am going to give it a go. I was tempted to work more on Totoro, but it's just gray right now. Though, yeah, it would be nice to finish him. He's very big. There's a lot of him. But then I was thinking, oh, look how close I am to the cat bus. Sunflower Cottage. And 1.65 from 2022. Oh, you've got so much done, Nikki. And my phone is not plugged in right now, but I also pulled my normal fan out of the bedroom. So I'm going to see how it goes. I'll probably have to plug it in a little bit. I'll keep an eye on it. It's just because it's kind of warm. And Love Drunk's working on Samira Dragonfly Fairy from Stitch So Beautiful. Ooh, I don't think I've seen that one. I'll have to look at that one later. And Nikki started over my alphabet rotation, so second time working on it, being shelved for a while. Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah, your alphabet. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I still didn't count how many projects I have. I have too many. Okay, so here we go. And yeah, okay. So tonight I called to make sure I got my ride set up for going to the hospital tomorrow for my MRI. And they were like, oh, you can take the service line, it's the bus that goes from the health center here in town to it goes to both hospital. I think there's a hospital there's 3 hospitals. There's one in Torsby, which is about an hour and a half away. And then there's another one that's like 2 hours away or something. And so it goes to the hospital in Karlstad, which is where I'm going, and then it goes to the one in Torsby, and then it goes to the one in 𝐈𝐊𝐾, 𝐈𝐊𝐾, or something like that. It's a bus that just takes forever. Like, I hate it. I hate buses. They're super uncomfortable. Lots of old people, and lots of old people smell. I mean, I know old people, they can't help it, but yeah, they could. Anyway, I was like, can I take the train instead? I'm like, please. And then also I had to leave at 9:50 in the morning, which is not that bad, but that meant that they also were going to come and get me to take me up to the health clinic where the bus ends up earlier. And so, I'd probably leave the house at 9 o'clock in the morning and not get home until probably 5, is what I'm guessing. They didn't book my trip home. And I'm like, what about the train? Because the train takes like 20 minutes. The bus takes over an hour. And she's like, well, yes, you could take the train if you want. I go, yeah, but it won't be that much earlier. And I'm like, but it's shorter and it's more comfortable. So I don't have to get the train until later. So they'll pick me up to catch the train at 9:50 instead of leaving town at 9:50. So that's good. And the train is like at 10:15 or something. So it's not really a lot of time difference, but sitting in one place for, an hour or more, and then, yeah, that was kind of, it's really annoying, because if I didn't play up my injuries, I would have had to go and take the bus from where I live to the central station, where it's like a kilometer away, and catch another bus to go to the health center, which is another like 2 kilometers away, but you have to wait. So I would be sitting there at the bus station for half an hour or so, and then get on the bus there, take another hour. I'm like, man, can we just not do that? So, and I could bike, I could bike to the train station, but then I'd have to carry my battery from my bike around all day. And I was like, nah. Though it's faster. It's a lot faster for me just to bike down there, or even bike to the health center. But I don't like leaving my bike all day. There's a locked, they have a locked bike room, but that I still have to take my battery with me, and it's heavy. I don't want to carry it around the hospital. So yeah, that's what's on the plan for tomorrow. So I don't know what's going on, how long it'll take me to get back. I'm guessing that they wouldn't book my home journey today. So she was like, well, you just call when you're done, which means I'll sit there and wait probably 2 hours. Okay, sure. So if I do, maybe I'll just stream later. So we'll see. It's like some weird stuff here. Oh, I remember. I'm like, why is this weird here? I used to hate. Oh, that's stuck to there. I used to hate the little ends sticking up when I do end threading and waist threads, and so I started using that glue you use for English paper piecing. I would just wipe some on there and then stick the threads down. I'm telling you, they really do bother me. So I think that's why that technique was starting to irritate me more. So yeah, so there's like a little bit of glue there. It washes off, so yeah. So how far does it look okay to you guys? I just looked at the screen, and it's really hard to tell with my screen because it's bad quality. But it looks really dark. Let me see if I can move. Oh wait, sorry, making you all seasick. I just thought if I move it down a little bit more, maybe it'll get a little bit more light. Okay. Oh, I moved the lamp that's behind the hoop, but then didn't turn it on. I'm like, why is it so dark? Sheesh. I'm not very good at this, I guess. I do that every day. I'm like, it looks really dark. Why does it look really dark? Oh yeah, I should pay attention when I'm not. I didn't mark any. I didn't mark anything. I'm just like stitching. There's one stitch. Oh, okay, it's from there. Okay, I was like, oh man, one stitch there, but it's okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's right there. Okay, we're good. And I think what I'll do, maybe. Hi, Mirren. And you think it looks great. Thank you. It's hard to tell. Like I said, the laptop I use is one of those really super budget ones that Alex got when he was quite young. And even though it's newer than my laptop, it's not even nice compared to mine. Mine's pretty bad. Well, mine was a really nice laptop when I got it, but it's just really old. So I need to replace it so that I can actually do something with it. One of these days. Oh, the fan feels nice. Oh, it's a bit it rained, like poured earlier, so it's very humid in here right now. Okay, so let's see. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, no, I got one more row. Unless I messed that up. Wait, hold on a second. Wait. Mark the wrong one. I bet I messed that up. Alright, well, it's just gonna stay there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that should be there. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Have to check. It looks like I messed that one up. I've been working on this for like 2 years. I don't even know what I'm doing sometimes. Let's see. Oh, there we go. I got it off. It was like some paper or something. Oh, no, it was just the glue. Oh, that thread went fast. I saw you got into Discord, Miran. I'm glad you figured it out. Yeah, I stitched that already. Oh well. Let's see. Trying to use this needle that's a bit on the rough side to see if I can get it to smooth out, but it's really irritating. So I'm gonna switch after I change needle or change floss. I ran it through the emery strawberry, but it's not really helping. It's too bad. You know, these are those Sullivan needles, and the plating comes off like right away. It's super annoying. Let's do this. I still have one in the container it came in. Okay. Oh, let me take a sip of coffee. I'm gonna turn this other fan. I'm gonna turn the ambient sound off because it's annoying me. Oh, that's too tight. Let me plug. Oh wait, sorry about it. Moving around. Yeah, that's gonna annoy me. I mean, it's not bad. It's just birds singing. Let's listen to medieval sounds instead. That'll be fine. Yes, I eventually got in. No idea what I'm looking through. I'm terrible at techie stuff. Ah, don't worry about it. We are there for you. It's very, there's not a lot to it, to be honest. You are just going to, you know, there's the introductions, which is, you don't have to even look at that if you don't want. General is just general gossip, kind of talking. And then there's like there's a Discord help, which is right underneath the polls and schedule. So you can look there for some help. And then there is subcategories for cross stitch, knitting, weaving, sewing, whatever, and then off topic. So, you know, like you don't really have to look at anything. You can just open up the things and read. So there's not a lot to it. But if you have any questions, we'll help you out. Fred is really good. He's written a bunch of stuff on how to do stuff with Discord, like how to turn things off if it's bothering you and all that. So I would definitely read I think it's Discord help or something. I can't remember exactly, but it's there underneath polls and schedule. And schedule is where I will probably, I didn't do it today because didn't do it. I post when I'm gonna go live. Polls is usually for when, like at the end of the live, I do a spin and we decide what I'm working on, or if anybody else wants to do one. So Chelsea did a poll recently for hers, and so did Christina. So that's something that people can do. Anybody can do a poll if you want. It's fun. Even we do polls in one of the other Discord things, really silly stuff. It's hilarious. But yeah, you know, and there's no real rules. Just don't be a dickhead. You know, just don't be obnoxious. So you're good. Good morning, everyone. No stitching for me. Going to do some crochet. Daughter has surgery done on her mouth to get out a molar. Ah, okay. Well, hopefully she recovers quickly and you get some crocheting in. Are you with her at the dentist or whatever, or the hospital? Wait. But welcome. You know, crocheting's fine. I don't mind it. I do a little bit of crochet, but not much. Whoops. Oh, there we go. Just gonna grab the other needle. Thanks. I'll take it slowly. Yep, that's all you need to do. I posted some links to the Studio Ghibli patterns in patterns. So you know there is a lot, but you can also look for pinned comments if you're looking for something in particular. Nice. Linda says she's with her. So hopefully it goes smoothly for her. I may even change completely out of a ballpoint needle. This is a Luca S 16 count. It's kind of cheap. I mean, it's okay. I bought some 16 count black and it was not very good at all. Same stuff, same company. But the black was really not good. And I used my new, when I first got this pen that I have a water erasable pen, and it was so juicy that I was gritting, and it was going all over the place. Now there's hardly any ink in it at all. I don't get that. It's like super juicy and then nothing. And pretty much after I used it on here, it went from 0 to, or 10 to 0. So let's see, there's that. And I love this color for the clouds is just really pretty. Very cartoony clouds. But it stitches pretty nice, I think. Of 16 count that I've used, it's probably the easiest. A lot of 16 count I found has really small holes, and I have a hard time because of my hand. But this one is enjoyable in that way. I'm not struggling to get the needle through it. Is that a Pokemon? What is the pattern you're stitching on? Oh no, it's a Studio Ghibli. This is from the movie My Neighbor Totoro. And Totoro is a forest spirit, and it's a Japanese animated film from Studio Ghibli, and it's awesome. It's just so light-hearted and just beautiful. It's about a family. The mom is sick and she's in long-term care at a hospital, and the father and his two daughters move to out in the country so that they can be closer to her. And I suspect that it was like after the war probably, and wow, Catherine says, the background of Sunflower Cottage is 995, which is blazing turquoise. It's a crazy background color. Oh, that must be beautiful, though. But anyway, I think it's post-war Japan, and they move out to the country, and the girls, there's two little girls, and they live in an old house and they think it's haunted and stuff like that. And the littlest girl meets Totoro, and all things. Oh man, I missed a cross over here. I'm like, wait a minute, there's a cross missing there. Okay, well, I'll fix that later. Yeah, it's a really, really cute film. I love it. So here I am going to just park this because there's more of this down here, so it can be parked, but and it's they meet this Totoro, and well, it's a forest spirit, but the little girl thinks it's a character from one of her storybooks, and so she calls it Totoro. It's just a super cute movie. Highly recommend. There is an English version, or dubbed version, and the creator, Miyazaki is his last name. He chose really good people for doing the dubbing, so the voices are really good. If you don't want to watch the Japanese version, and honestly, I have watched the Japanese version. They're great, but the dubbed versions are so good that we started watching them with my son when he was really young, and he absolutely adores them. And if I had just been like, no, we got to watch the Japanese dubbed version, we would have never experienced all that with him growing up with it. So, Catherine, Sunflower Cottage, is that what pattern is that from? Who's that from? So I can show you a picture of this because it's really cute. This is obviously stylized version of it. Let's see. Here is the Totoro, and this one is May and one is Sasuke. No, yeah, Sasuke. And then there's the cat bus that they take a ride in, and then the little tiny Totoros, and then there's soot sprites everywhere. And that's a recurring theme in Studio Ghibli, I think. So yeah, it's a fun movie. Aha, Donna Gelsinger. Okay, I don't think I've seen that. I like her artwork, but then I think sometimes it's like, I don't know, it's like not enough fun. That sounds really bad. It's not enough fun, which isn't true, Okay, yeah. I'm going back up here. Is that right? Yeah. Highly recommend these films. They're beautiful. So the stories are good. There's no real villains. There is some like heartbreak and things like that. Maybe a little bit of a heartbreaking story, but then it all ends up good at the end, kind of thing. They're like, yeah, they're all just so good. They are also commentaries on, you know, environment and life, and yeah, there's a lot of good from them. I think Miyazaki, he's awesome, and he takes a lot of his inspiration from around the world. It reminds you of Amy Stewart, yeah. Yeah, the suit sprites were in the Spirited Away as well. They are, I think that's just it. Spirited Away and in My Neighbor Totoro. I don't think there's soot sprites anywhere else. There's not in Ponyo. But Ponyo, oh, talk about a feast for the eye. That is just spectacular. All the ancient fish and everything. It's just really, it's a good movie. They're all good. I think the only one I don't really like, I've watched it a couple times, but I'm not like, it's okay, is 𝐢𝐈𝐊𝐾. That's like the Bar Wars. It's a Japanese version of the Bar Wars, which is okay, but I think the mom drives me crazy. So I'm like, there is some evil people in that one. There's some not very nice humans, but it's also, you know, it's good. I waited to let Alex watch Princess Mononoke until he was older, because that one is, it's got some violent stuff going on in it, but it's talking about in the environment. It's how the humans change the environment, and you know, look what it's doing to the forest, kind of thing. There are a lot of, I don't know, I just love them. And then there's just really fun ones like The Cat Returns. Oh, that one's amazingly funny. Tim Curry does the voice for the Cat King, and he's like, bye for now. In Tim Curry's voice. And then let's see, what's his name? Is this Cary Elwes, the guy who played in The Princess Bride as, you know, the Dread Pirate Roberts. He voices the cat, and it's, you know, it's really good. Yeah, The Cat Returns. It's so funny. It's just so cute. You know. Kiki's Delivery Service is really good too. Yeah, I really like that one. And the Billy Crystal. Wait, no, Billy Crystal is Calcifer in Howls. No, what's his name? Oh, what's his name? He was in Saturday Night Live. He did Gigi's voice. My partner's favorite is Castle in the Sky. See, I've not watched that one very often. I think that I decided it was too, like, mature for Alex, so we just didn't watch it, and then it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind. I need to look at that one again. I think I watched that one in Japanese. I haven't watched the one that everyone says it will put you away, kind of thing. I decided, when I found out about that one, I was like, nah, I don't need to see that one. I know enough. It was, you know, it's a really sad one. What's that one called anyway? I'm trying to remember. But there was a newer one that came out, it's been like 10 years now. It was all about a guy who dreamed of flying. Alex loved that one. He watched it on repeat. I wasn't like that interested. It was very beautiful, you know, but it was kind of like not I wasn't that interested in it. Oh yeah, I locked that. But we watched that a lot. It was really beautiful though. Let's see, what am I doing here? I have a parked thread here, so I was just double checking. That it looks the same. Oh no, it does look the same, doesn't it? That's weird. Oh, you know what? I bet it's, okay, that's fine. It's fine. It is the same color. Like, wait a minute, why is that the same color? There's another symbol right next to it for the, I think that would be a lighter color. Or maybe it's a darker color. I'm not sure. No, I didn't look yet. They're just all so epic. It's just nice. Well, it's like in Spirited Away, you know, they talk about Yubaba's evil twin sister, and ends up that she's super sweet and helps Chihiro out and everything. Whoops, that's the wrong one. Undo. Oh, there's an undo button. But lately, Alex has not wanted to even have the TV on. So, I mean, it's good because it's cheaper on my, on my electricity bill. But I'm like, I want to watch some Studio Ghibli, Alex. Come on, let's have a Studio Ghibli marathon. We used to do those on Saturdays. Watch it all day long. So that's why I have so many of these patterns, because it's like I found the Spirited Away one first, and I was like, oh man, I got to do that one. And then I, of course, looked at the Etsy shop, and she had a ton more. And then recently, it's been probably 6 months or something. Christina's like, hey, have you seen this one? And it was Howl's, and I was like, damn it. Like, shoot, I want to do that one now too. Yeah. It's a lot of block stitching, but like I said, I don't mind block stitching. I kind of just do it, get it done. Like it. And the colors are really nice too, I think. Oh, that's right. I was going to change needles. I was going to try a different needle. I use the ballpoint needles a lot on Spirited Away. It's nice on 14 count. But I keep catching it in the weave on here. So I'm like, I might switch it. Oh, it's nice having the fan on. Getting a little breeze. I took some anxiety medicine last night because I don't know, I was like freaking out or something. It's like any other medication, I'm like, it wears off within 6 hours. It was like 1, and I was still like, oh my God, I'm gonna sleep. I couldn't get moving. I was like, oh dear. I usually split it and take less because it's just too much. But last night I was lazy and I was like, I have to take something. And so I took a whole one. A whole one won't bother me. I'll be sleeping. Yeah. That was a bit funny actually. Okay, oh, let me double check this. Okay, I'm gonna end this thread here. Okay. You haven't seen any of them, Sarah? Oh, no, no. No, no, no. Sarah, you, after the stream is over, you go and you watch them. I recommend I think for like a beginning fun one to watch would be Ponyo. It is like the most, I don't know, there's no real enemy. It's just really good, you know what I mean? Nikki, did she see the one that I'm working on? That one's pretty light. Yeah, the other one from Witty Stitch Co. was really black, and I started that one and I was like, didn't really like it so much, especially after I found the one I'm doing now. That one's just lovely. But yeah, a lot of those were really dark, but I think it's because they take Howl as the bird self, and that he's just pitch black there, you know? Howl's Moving Castle is really good too. But that one, there is a villain, I guess, you might say, but it's not. It's a commentary on war, essentially. And pretty much like everyone's the bad guy, you know, both sides. And I'm looking for my other, I was gonna switch needles. Oops. But it's beautiful too. I think I'll try this needle. I don't really like those ones very much. Those are those pony black. But they're like really sharp for an embroidery needle. But she brought the charts herself. Okay. Yeah, there was quite a few really lovely ones. Honestly, I would do them because I don't mind. I love Howls. But the one I got was like, okay, this is the one. This is the one. And I love it. And I wanted to work on it more last night, and I just wasn't, you know, I was really tired and was like, eh. And so I was putting it away, and I was like sniffing, you know, like, aw. But then I was like, well, but I'm going to take out another Studio Ghibli, so, you know, it's okay. But I got 400 stitches yesterday, which was respectable amount. Didn't mind that. Let's see. I've never tried this needle on this fabric. So we'll see. It's very sharp. That's the only thing I can say. It's like it's finding every hole but that one. 9 stitches. I'm going all the way. Yeah, okay. Have my needle. Oh, I did watch Chris's video on his needleboard. That was a really great idea, actually. I mean, I don't have to worry so much because, you know, I don't have a cat or anything. But not a bad idea, actually. And, you know, the carts I use have shelves underneath them, so a box might be an idea. And I can trim down what I have. And those boxes, you can just get them at the dollar store. Well, I have to go outside to do that, but you know. And then because he used the double-sided tape, which is what I used on my board, I could just put one of those Velcro dots that I have on the back of the box and put it up where I usually do it. Let's see. My girls are learning the music from Howells, piano, violin, and cello. Oh, nice. I think I've lost steam on Monarch. I used to do about 1,200 stitches a day on it. Now I don't want to do it at all. Yeah, you need a break then. I know how that feels. I was definitely where I was with Unicorn Valley last year. Oh, but I kept pushing my way through it. And then when I was finished, it was like I kind of was a little broken, which is not really a good thing. If you're work on something else, do something else for a while. I mean, do you have to have it finished by August, or is it just a goal that you want? I mean, I could see if you need to finish it, but take a few days off of it, maybe. How are you doing 1,000 stitches a day? Yeah, I asked the same. Well, I think if I stitched, I used to do like 1,300 or something a day on Unicorn Valley. I was really pushing myself, but I was working on it like the entire day and into the night, and I don't do that anymore. So. Oh, this needle's not too bad on this. It's kind of squeaky. I mean, it's very minimal. You don't, I'm only hearing it a little bit. Let's see. 8. And there's 2 there. Skip 2. Actually, I have to pay attention. What? I gotta pay attention? Yeah, I also like this morning, I just was not capable of doing anything. I often will play games on my tablet, and that was even too much this morning. I was like, man, that medicine just knocked me out. It's not good, but it's okay. I live. Okay, so I am going to I have another thread down here parked, so I'm going to take this thread and do it English across the top, across it. I pushed myself to finish the Grand Library for 440K stitches in 2.5 years, and never again. I hated the feeling. Yeah, just a goal. It's my son, and his birthday is October. I thought August would leave a good amount of time for custom framing, but there's always Christmas. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, there you go. Wait a minute. Okay, never mind. I was like, wait a minute, what am I doing? Yeah. And really, if you push yourself, you're gonna just hate it. And then at the end, you're just gonna be like, F it, you're gonna just make mistakes. And I mean, that's how I kind of felt at the end of doing Unicorn Valley. I felt like I was just like, hey, I didn't hate it, but it was like I was unhappy with what I was doing. I was unhappy with my my work because I was pushing myself so much. Yeah. Okay, so let me mark these. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just turn the box off for a second, because I'm going to do these ones over here so I can finish this piece of thread. And I honestly, I have a couple projects that I want to do for my friends, but it's one of those, like, it'll come eventually. I'm not gonna worry about it. They don't know about it, so there's no expectation if I don't make it. Oh wait, I didn't count enough stitches there. I knew it. Counted twice. Can't count. That's what the problem is. It's good that, you know, they can see it. Still don't know what I did over there, but we will not tell anybody that I made that mistake. Okay, so I'm gonna just go like that. Oh, yeah, there's a little bit. I'll keep this in case. No, oh, wait, there goes my flaw. My I thought this was a good idea, putting both together, but then they roll off the arm of my chair. So, yeah, yesterday I had it in my lap and I stood up and then fell on the floor. You know, like, just silly. You know what? Nah, I'll leave that for now. Whoa, it's like really shaky today, the frame. Okay, so in here I'm just, what did I do with it? Oh, there it is. I have too many needles here. Oh, that's what I was looking for. I was going to put this one away because this is a 28. And I didn't want to, I don't want it to end up with my 26 needles. I'm not really sure how much I like these. I only bought one pack, so that's okay. Not that I could find the hole to get it back in there. Ugh. Okay, there we go. Okay. And then these ones that can just go down here for now. And the snag nabbit, I keep poking myself with it in the back of my hand. My hands are all like poked up from it. But I had it up on my needle board, but then I was afraid I was going to lose it, so I took it down. Okay, so I'm just going to go all the way across with this. I'm just checking the heat on that. That feels okay. I'll unplug it. I'm gonna unplug my phone for a bit so it doesn't overheat. It's at 80, so it's fine. It has a fast charger. I think that contributes to the overheating. Well, I was going to say I'm pushing myself to finish Spirited Away, but I'm not really. Like, I'm working on it. I said to myself, okay, if you do 400 stitches a day for 9 days, you'll finish it. That was, you know, like a week ago. But it's more of like, okay, you know, I'll shoot for that. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. And I think that's kind of a good sort of goal. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3 after that, and there's 2 left over. Yep, okay. These lines are so thick. But this needle's not too bad on this fabric, actually. Kind of nice, actually. May try this on Spirited Away. It's a little bit shorter. I've noticed that. It's quite a bit shorter than the ballpoint needles. Yeah, let's grab one. At least I think it is. Yeah, it's shorter. Almost by a tip. But that's not too bad. I'm pretty okay with it. Just choose 9 days in June. That's a finish for the month. Yeah. And yeah, I'm just gonna work on it. I left it in the hoop. I just finished Haku, and now there's just a lot of flowers and one sit sprite left to do. And it's not that bad. I was a little bit like, I don't feel like working on it the other day. Oh, it's okay. But I think that was because I really wanted to work on Windowsill Kitten. I still have that one in the hoop. I was like, I think I'll leave this in the hoop. I haven't worked on it, but it's kind of calling me. It looks really good. The 18 count looks really good. Of course, I was looking at it through the magnifier, and I thought, oh, it's like really gapey, but it looks good at a distance. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So there's that one. This is one long row, so 18 stitches. I'm just double checking because okay, there's more down there in the kappas. Okay, I was like, wait a minute, there's no more of that color here, but there's more down lower. And I probably would have worked on it. Well, actually, last night I probably, if Yogi had streamed last night, I probably would have worked on Howls last night because it was still in the hoop, and was really enjoying that. Yeah. But I think that my plan is when I finish Spirited Away, then I'll switch that extra project to focus on a finish to one of the other small pieces, like my Gaza one or the capybara. Those are pretty, they're easy to finish. Like capybara is at like 48%. It won't take very long. It's just really brown. I think like as I said, Unicorn Valley broke me. It's like too much brown. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe next month. Maybe this month will be a little bit of focus on the finish, kind of thing. And then in July, I think I started my Santa project last year in July for Christmas in July, and I think that I'm gonna work on that. I'll add it to the wheel so it gets worked on during July, and then I'll put it away until end of November, I think. It's just like a sampler type. It's not full coverage. It's a lot of block stitching, but I don't mind it. The problem is it's not gridded, so I actually have to count and pay attention, be aware of what I'm doing. But it's really pretty, and I really like it. It's like I saw something flash at the screen a little bit ago. That was weird. I might need to move the camera a little bit. It's like really it's easy to move, but then when I want to move it, it's hard to move. It's like, oh. Okay. Wow, I actually won the thread chicken war. Actually, that needle was really nice. I might use that I'll use that some more. Okay, so that bit is done. And then up here, I'm going to move the camera a little bit. Whoops. It's like getting it to move how I want it to is the key here. Wow, look, there's the edge of the pattern. Woohoo! Okay. And then we have a little bit here. And this one, I think I will have hit 25% on this one. No, 30. Ooh, I hit 30. Woohoo. I was at 29, I think, and I hit 30 now, so that's cool. And these ones aren't that big. I really should, you know, just work on it. Get her done. So, should I finish the clouds or should I dip into the cat bus? One more. Cat bus. I knew Nikki would say that. It's right. Okay, that's right. The cat bus is so cool. Wouldn't you have just died to ride in the cat bus as a child? I mean, I would do it as an adult. There's a little short video that is only seen in well, it used to be only seen in the Studio Ghibli theme park in Japan, but it was a little short with May and the cat bus. It was super cute. Of course, you know, I was able to find it, but it was really bad quality. That the one we found, but it was really cute. Oh, no, it's just okay. 2. Yeah, this needle is making the stitches look really nice. Well, that one twisted. I spoke too soon. I need to. It's the end, so. Little tough element from the wax in the end. Okay. And that's the end of those threads here. That color here. Leave that there. And cut these off a little bit shorter. They're all secure, but cat bus. Yeah. Okay, let's move to the cat bus then. It's very much just a bunch of block stitching, by the way, but let me move this down then so we can see where the cat bus is. Okay, let's see. Let's move it over here. And maybe, okay. So, okay. Let's see what color it is. Wax. (938). I think this is black. Okay. I think I'll do the 938. Or actually, let's do some black. That would be good. Let's take that away. And do the black. there's a lot of black. But I was doing the lighter colors first so that the black doesn't make it a mess. But it's easier to do the black before I do the brown. 310. Woohoo. Ton of 310 on my... I kept taking it off other projects and kept putting it on the floss drop. So there's lots. Actually, you know what? Oh, that's fine. I was going to say I'll prep another one. And I find that this black is really fuzzy. So I actually wax the whole thing when it comes to black. Just because it fuzzes up a lot. And it's going to wash out, so. Oh, there, the wax. It just split. Okay, so now it's, yeah, okay. Let's put that over there for now. And watch me forget where I put it. Because that's what it is. Oh, I should drink my coffee. Okay. Cat bus. There's also a little bit of Totoro whiskers, but I'm gonna go across the top where the bus top is. Should be pretty straightforward. You never know though with me. Oh, I missed the spot. There we go. This one's gonna have 2. Oh, I missed that. There's like a little... Oh, of course I did that. Okay, well, there's like a little warp thread that sticks out on each of these squares, and it's really easy to accidentally get the wrong color or the wrong one. So yeah. Mark these off because I will forget where I'm at. Oh yeah, I was going to take a drink of my coffee. So tomorrow, if I can get home in time and can stream, it'll be 𝐉𝐸𝐷 day, and we can work on that. If not, we won't. Though, I do like working on that. It's kind of nice. It's like, get the right spot. You can feel the floss twisting up. Yeah. waxed it a little bit too much. A little bit rough. No, like, itchy nose. There's not much to see on this cat bus so far. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, and this is 3 stitches here. Yeah, Sarah, or Nikki said, did Alex enjoy Kolmården? Yeah, he was like, I saw the animals, I rode the rides, and I think that he much more enjoyed it this time than he did 10 years ago. He was only like 7 last time, and you know, he said he saw the dolphin show, which he didn't want to see the dolphin show last time, and yeah, it sounds like he had a really good time. So that was really good. He came by last night to get his stuff because, you know, he can't leave his computer behind. So he came and got his stuff. He's wearing his pajamas. So he had gotten home and changed his clothes, and he has like red flannel pajama bottoms and a black t-shirt. Probably, I think he got it for Christmas, and so that's what he's wearing. Because he's a pajama boy. It's like he gets home, he wants to put his pajamas on right away. So his dad was like, well, we'll either come tonight or we'll come in the morning. And I was like, please don't come in the morning. I'm like, no, don't come in the morning, please. Because I want to sleep. And so they came last night. And so, yeah, he had fun. He called me when they were almost there. And he was just so excited. So I'm glad, you know, I'm always worried when he goes somewhere because, you know, he can get in his mind that he doesn't want to be somewhere, and then, you know, it's time to go home, you know, kind of thing. But he really likes his teachers. His teachers are really, really nice to him, and the kids in his class, they're all, you know, they're all special needs, but they're all like friendly with each other. So there's not a lot of problems. He had issues last year when he first started the school. It's like high school, but they focus on like trades instead of college prep, which is perfect for Alex. You know, he's not eligible to go to college because of his diagnosis, unfortunately. So, and not that he would be able to, you know, it's not gonna happen. So he's learning how to weld. He's probably never gonna work in the field, but he's very good at it. And so, you know, he may find somebody who's willing to let him explore the art of it instead of working. So you never know. And he's supposed to be learning blacksmith too, but I don't actually know if they've started that yet. Let's see, there's 4 here. But he did talk about the animals, and so that's good, because I know last time when we were there, you know, I'm used to like San Diego Zoo, San Francisco Zoo, Oakland Zoo, which are huge, or, you know, like SeaWorld or, you know, Disneyland. And so theme parks here are, you know, that's not the same. And this is a a theme park zoo. And I was kind of like, yeah, where's the animals? I was really disappointed. But yeah, it was interesting. But that, that's just because, it's what I grew up with. We used to go to the Oakland Zoo like once a weekend when I was growing up. We had like passes for it and stuff. Let's move that. Okay, there's 9 here. But for him, that's plenty. You know what I mean? It's plenty for him. That's good. I know that I was super hungry that time, and it was the beginning of the season. Like around now, it's kind of considered the beginning of the season, so there's not as many people. But that also meant there wasn't as much food places open, and I was like looking for a place to buy some food, and there was like nothing open. I finally did find something though. That was like 10 years ago though. Alex was on a special diet, and I was like, man, I just want to eat something normal for once. Yeah. But it does sound like you had a good time, and that's what's important. He went to this other place last year. It's called Tom Tits, which I'm guessing is different in Swedish. It sounded really obscene, but it's like a place where you can ash. I just stuck the needle through my skin. What the heck? That is a really sharp needle. It's like a science place. And they went last year, and we were really worried about him going because we never know how he's going to react to things. He absolutely loved it. So he's getting older, so it's kind of mom and dad have to let go a little bit, not be so worried. Okay, what 3? I'm way over on the edge here. I think that when I finish this thread, I think I'll move back over here because it's way over on the edge, and I need to, I'll do this one and a little bit of Danish. But now he's at his dad's house for the weekend. And, oh yeah, Saturday is National Day here in Sweden. So it's the, they don't usually celebrate it, but I guess they started, it's celebrated, but not like the 4th of July. So, yeah. And, yeah, that's 4. Did I do that right? There's that. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to flip this over. I don't know if I can, actually. Let me see if I can do that. Oops. I took my board out, but I don't really think I need it too much. I put the camera really close, so... I just don't want the black showing. Probably won't. It's 939 or 938, so I'll just go like this, like that. Oops. So now you got to see my legs. Maybe the animals were visiting people. Yeah, I don't know. Hi, Mandy. Welcome. And hi, Lizzie. That's way behind. It's fine. Okay, so I can mark these. Okay, so I'm going to move back over here, and we'll start working. Let me get my box again. Bring my box down here. Reposition it. Yeah, let's see. Let's go back up here, I guess. will just make it the box smaller and just do it. Do like that. Possibly. And yeah. Yeah, so I hope he had a good time. He didn't really talk much about it. He just was, you know, I asked him a couple questions. He's like, but, you know. It's a long trip, though, to go there. Okay, let's see, and that was, oh, wait, 938, and it's on the other side of the board. Okay, it's there. 938. Brown? Cat Bus Brown. Didn't. There was a lot of this color in Unicorn Valley. I recognize the number. Right. I guess it wants more thread to come out than that. Alright. Okay, fine. I'm gonna need 2 strands anyway, so just do it. How did your study go, Lizzie? And welcome. Oh, yeah. I was like, remember where you put your wax, Suzanne? I was on the other side of the cart. Oh, you know, I could stick one on one side and one on the other side now. I have 2 pieces. Oh. and yeah, a paper clip. Do you know they call them gems here? I'm not sure why, but it's sort of an interesting name for a paper clip. Okay, and up here. Oh, my stand is really wiggly today. I started thinking about one of those other stands, but then I was like, where would I, you know, I'd have to have a table and all that stuff. You ironed this morning. All right. Wait a minute. Oh, like, where the heck am I? Yeah, okay, that's not right. Okay, well, let's just ignore the box because I didn't even start in the right place. Where am I then? Here. Okay, well, it's fine. Right? Let me make my box. There we go. Fine. You win. Little box. Okay. I'm going out tomorrow. Let's see. Did not manage to get any done. Parents dropped by and spent the afternoon entertaining my mom. This morning was spent ironing. I'm going out tomorrow, so won't get any done then either. So hopefully this evening I get some done. Yeah, hopefully. Don't procrastinate like I do. That would be bad. Yeah. I have to make sure I go to bed early tonight so I can wake up and be alert tomorrow. If I'm a good girl, I'll treat myself to lunch at the hospital. They have a pretty decent cafe there. And I usually get they have these really nice salads. So I'll treat myself to a chicken salad or something. Yeah. If I'm a good girl. I have to go get my kids. See you later. See you later, Catherine. Thank you for coming in and being here with us. Usually have to wait to get a ride home, which is fine. I have my knitting. I'm sorting out my sock so that I have both of them ready to go to knit. I thought about taking some stitching, but it's really not. I'm so dependent on my stand and my magnifying glass that I kind of, it's not really worth it. And so I'll take my knitting, I'll take my Kindle, I'll take my audiobook, I'll take my tablet. I'm a Girl Scout. I'm always prepared. But most likely I'll just listen to my audiobook and knit. I have a new one I need to start. I've been really slow on my reading lately. I put a new book on my Kindle to read. Maybe I should do that tomorrow instead of knitting. Just read. Maybe. I tried 1/110th on 32 count, and no, I do not like 10. It feels unfinished for me. Yeah. Did you try doing full cross on it? I know that, I think it was Nikki said that you can't really do full cross on it. I know that was kind of a issue. I don't really feel like tent is unfinished. I don't know. Well, I guess it's good that you didn't buy any fabric yet, right? This feels so thick compared to working 1/1. Oh, this needle's not too bad. I'm actually enjoying this needle on this fabric. I bought it for another 16 these needles for another 16 count that I was struggling with, but this is pretty good. It's going pretty fast. I need to straighten the thread up though. It's twisting it. I don't know, I've never really done 32 count except for over 2, so I can't help you there. I do like 32 count linen anyway. I'm actually working on 32 count on my coffee break sampler, but that's also 2/2. So I did try doing, I think I tried doing tent stitch on 32 count. Lizzie, what thread are you using? Some people like full cross on 32. I like doing full cross. I do not mind the thick feel. It might work fine. You might have to on high confetti parts. You might have to do something like Gemma's method, so you get a little bit. It's easier to deal with the confetti. I know there's a couple people who said they did, wait, hold on a second. I'm like, oh, I went too far. A couple people said they did full cross on 32 count. I think you have to just try it and see what you think. You're practicing with DMC. Yeah, that's probably, if you're doing full cross, that's probably what you have to do. I think with the 𝐂𝐻𝐸, you would have to, it would be really thick. But I'm pretty sure I did, I want to say I did 10th stitch on that, maybe. I'll have to look and see if I still have that piece that I sampled on. I did like a whole square of a pattern on it. But I really struggled to be able to see it. I ended up having my face like almost right on top of it. It's not very comfortable to stitch that way. Okay, let's mark some stitches off. Wait. Yeah. Like, did I do that one? Drink some more coffee. I drank some peppermint tea in that cup, and it still has a little hint of peppermint, which is not very pleasing. It doesn't really go with caramel latte. I knew that was a problem. The other day, my stomach was upset, and I was like, oh, I better have some, I'll have some tea instead. And I started drinking it. And of course, that cup I drank coffee in, so then it tasted, the peppermint tea tasted funny. And now it tastes like peppermint tea. It's like, you just can't win there, you know? It's like, yeah, I would try the, but you know, don't just do one color, but try it. You know, try to do a square that is, you know, got a bit of confetti in it, and practice the whole square and see how you feel. I find 10 with DMC too thin for 32 count. Yeah, so it might be fine for full cross. I know, who was it that did full cross? Oh, you know what? I think it was Natty. I think she said she did full cross. Maybe. It was one of you aliens that like to do things on small counts. I probably would do it too if I could actually see it. Cat panel feels like the square has 60 colors. Yeah. Ugh. I don't know. It just, for what I've seen, I'm just not really super impressed. Okay, did another row there. So I'm an alien? LOL. I don't know. It depends. Are you going to do 32 count? You might be. I don't know. I feel like, well, yeah, some of you guys are just so good at stitching, and you do stitch really fast. But then sometimes I feel like I stitch fast too. So, you know, I'm like, I don't think that it's out of the ordinary. I mean, some people are really fast, but then also, like, oh, I took thread out already. I think also some people, like me, have a lot of time to just stitch. And when you have a lot of time to do something, then you get a lot done. But then sometimes, you know, some patterns are harder than others. So obviously I could stitch a lot on this, no problem. But I do get distracted, and so I'm not always sitting stitching constantly. I'll get up, go do something, or if Alex is home, I'm paying attention to him, and so it's different. Let's see. I want to look at something really quick. I just realized. Okay, no, that's fine. I thought there was another stitch past the block, but there's not. And, when you have a good setup, when you're set up comfortably and everything is just in the right place, you can stitch a lot. I think, yeah, I have time and space goggles. It's summer and the girls have been sleeping in. Oh, is it summertime for them already? Wow, that's cool. I will try CXC type threads later. Yeah. I think that you will, I don't know. I think you have to try it. And if you don't like tent, then the CXC might be too thick for that. But I'm pretty sure I tested Arrow Floss on 32 count. I want to say I did, but I'm actually not sure. Oh, I know I did, but I'm not sure if I did full cross or tent. So I can't really tell you, and it's over across the room. So yeah. School's out soon. Oh man. He has a couple of weeks of daycare, and then everyone goes on vacation. Before, his dad used to work at a factory. Well, he still works at a factory, but he worked shifts, so he didn't have summer vacation. His summer vacation was at a different time of the year. And but now he works day shift or daytime, so he gets his, he'll get his summer vacation when Alex needs it. Oh, my other fan just turned off. Let me fix that really quick. I forgot about it. I was just like, the other fan is on. My legs are not cold. They're just exposed to the fan. It's kind of nice. I'm going to plug this in. Sorry about the movement. Yeah, so, and then when he's off, then he's not in school or not in anything for 4 weeks or something. So, yeah, that's going to be a little bit crazy. One year we switched every 2 days, but I don't know if his dad wants to do that or not. It's easier for Alex. I don't mind it. I wish I could I need to look into those space goggles. Yeah, that sounds like it would be perfect. But I was talking to my eye doctor, and they were like, "Well, your near sight is really good, so you don't really need anything." So yeah. Of course, it's really good. It's just not anything else. Okay, let's finish. Wait, wrong button or wrong floss. Okay, so finish this color over here and then switch to the top. Though I might just keep working down here. Kind of, let's see, 15. I think that once I get in a comfortable position and if it's not too confetti, I can stitch pretty good. I try to aim for like 100 stitches an hour. I think for me that's good. It'd be nicer if it was more, but I think I did more than that yesterday though. I think the stream was only like 3 hours, and I did 400 stitches, so yeah, it's not bad. But it was all just block stitching, so not really any difficult. So I think I did some counting problems at some point because I can't count. I'm liking this needle, definitely. That's pretty good. Oops. As I do that. Today I actually can see the chat on my phone. I can just look up. I can look up over my glasses and see the chat on my phone, because there's like a window thing going on in the app. That was pretty handy. Of course, tomorrow, the phone will be in a different spot. It's in a pretty good spot today, I think. And Nikki says, I don't know how Kamari stitches so fast. Yeah. I've watched her a little bit, but I'm not really... Like, I don't mind Stitch With Me's that speak, but because, like, you have to read what she's saying, I'm not stitching then if I do that. And and then I get distracted and I start stitching, and yeah. So I've only watched her a little bit. Well, and like Stitching Masterpieces, she stitches really fast. But so one of the things that she says she does, she plans out and she prepares threads ahead of time, which I've done that. And I did that for Unicorn Valley. I would do a bunch of it. Can you be classed as an alien for being too slow for stitching? It can take me hours just to get 100 stitches. And that's a good day with blocks of color. I think it just depends. If you're... Yeah, I mean, it's... I think people need to think, you do it at your own pace. If that feels good for you, then you're fine. I think, like, I'm kind of weird. Like, I like to look at efficiency, and I time myself. I play this game, and I do a lot of competing against myself. So I will like do certain things within a certain amount of time and then try to beat my own time. I do a lot of that. It's really silly. But yeah, I'll do all that kind of stuff. Oh, here, let's do this. I just realized, yeah, that didn't look good. There are a couple stitches under this, and then there's no more right there. So I'm gonna do those. So I think people just, if you feel okay about that, then you're fine. If you find it frustrating, then you might look at what you're doing and maybe see how you can challenge yourself to do better. Silver says, I only watch English speaking Stitch with Me as I like to actually stitch with them. I hate the ones that have music, no speaking. Yeah. Wait. Oh, okay, that's fine. I find it very frustrating. Even Yogi is way faster than me. You know, Yogi is not that slow. She just likes to think she is, but she's not that slow. You know, she stitches pretty at a reasonable pace, I think. And so what I would recommend is look at how you're stitching. See what you think would help. If you want to improve yourself, then you see what you can do to do that. So for me, I wanted to two-hand stitch. And so I looked at all the ways that I could, oh, you know what? I was going to do those stitches. Hold on a second. Let me go back there. I looked at the ways that what I could do to make myself be able to two-hand stitch. And then also, I was super frustrated with working on with the scroll frame. I found that it was too big for me, and I was struggling with working with it being too big and just unwieldy. I still love it. I wish I could still use it, but once I went to a hoop, then I felt more comfortable. Also, I found that when I was using hoops that didn't give me good tension, that it irritated me and I was being slower. Yeah, it's all these little micro tweaks that you do to make yourself feel more confident and happy with your setup. Like earlier, I was using a needle that I like, but it didn't feel right with this fabric. Switched needles, and then it's like, oh, it looked better, it felt better. It's just something minor that you maybe find that works for you. Something that Stitching Masterpieces does, which I find I do it a lot. I didn't do it today, which is kind of weird because I usually do it on lots of blocks of stitching, but I will, instead of pulling the thread all the way up, I'll hold it a big loop at the bottom, and then when I go back up, I pull it down at the bottom and then make another loop. And so I'm not moving this arm up, my right arm up. I'm moving my left arm down, which is more ergonomic. And that was something I learned from Stitching Masterpieces. So, there's just little things. Let's see. I only have 4 stitches left. Oh, man. I bet there's not I might be playing thread chicken. Okay, so let's see. And Nikki says, me too. So you're like Monica from Friends. You like to compete against yourself. Yeah. I'm happy stitching slow. Kamari's hands go super fast. And I think Kamari, I think this was something that Yogi said, is that her threads aren't very long. She doesn't worry about her starts and finishes. I think she just uses, long pieces to start with and finish, and then, the back looks a mess. We don't do that. Most of us don't do that. Most of us are more careful about how we start and finish. I think that would bother me a lot to have a bunch of things hanging on the back. I had a thread hanging in the back the other day, and I was like, oh my God, it was really bugging me. Because it feels like, hair on your hand. So this one is really short, so I'm just gonna move it over here and away stitch it. So, there. I did those ones. That looks like a mess, though. Yeah, with the game I play, and I'm not even considered like the best at the game, but a lot of people are. You can be called an alien in that game too. So, let's see. Let's see what's around here. Ooh. So, oh, there's a lot to do. I think I'll go back up here to the top. Take my little box with me. Oops. Let's lock that. I always make a mistake and but I usually tell people, like, when you're trying to learn something, sometimes you want to compete against yourself to see how you can improve it. Yeah. So let me drink some water now, because that coffee was, I don't know, I'm just not been into coffee lately. I think it's because my stomach is bothering me. I don't know. So I didn't have any this morning, unfortunately. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to work up here. I'm just making sure you guys can see where I'm working, because there's a little bit of 938 again. But I think that my whole thing about trying is, if you have a goal that you want to finish something, then you might need to do that. But otherwise, there's no real reason. Wait, sorry. There's not really any reason to be a speed demon. Also, being really fast, you're gonna make more mistakes unless you're really good at it. Unless you're really paying attention. So there's that as well. Yeah, okay, yes, 𝐍𝐞𝐢𝐠𝐡𝐵 says, Mirren, don't turn embroidery into a race, because then you will get frustrated and start embroidering more slowly. Enjoy every stitch you make and the progress you make. Yep, exactly. I just had a cup of roasted hazelnut coffee. Ooh, now I have a headache. Oh no, I'm sorry. Ish. Oh yeah, see, I had a headache last night too, but I think I was having a panic attack happening, sort of. When they come, sometimes they're headaches, and sometimes I don't realize that's what it is. But I was also having a little bit of, like, I could feel the flutteriness. I was like, and the headache. I was like, okay, yeah, I better take some medication and sleep it off. And I feel better today, so that's good. So, yeah, and I think that is a really important thing. Enjoy what you're working on. Like right now, I'm only doing block stitching, but I can see the form happening, and you kind of, it's a satisfaction. And sometimes, you want to work through something, get it done, get a part of it done so you can get to another part. I mean, honestly, I don't enjoy stitching brown, but I also want to see the cat bus. Because the cat bus is so cute. And some people don't like sky stitching, but I really enjoy it. I really enjoy stitching, especially these clouds are so fun. Yeah. You gotta do you. And find what works for you, I'm always trying something new. I mean, you guys have seen that already. And all the time I've been doing these Stitch With Me's. I'm at this is number 53. Can you believe that? That is just unbelievable. That's nearly every day too. I really appreciate you guys are here for me and everything. It's fun. I hope you're all having fun too. Well, you wouldn't come back if you weren't, so thank you for coming. Oh, that just split the thread instead of this is twisting up. So I don't want to be that fast. I just want to be faster than I am because I can take so long before seeing any progress on my whips. Yeah. You know, I would really recommend watching Stitching Masterpieces has a video on how she stitches faster. And you might look at that. She has some really interesting tips. Do you have a stand and do you stitch two-handed? Because that makes a huge difference. And the other thing that I do that I find really helps is a needleboard. And that helps a lot. And Lizzie says, I hate air stitching. And Sarah says, I really enjoy block stitching. That's why I love black on black. Yeah. If it's easier for you, you can just call it mi Sanna or Sandra. Okay. Ah, Sanna. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Sanna is fine. Is that your name, Sanna? Or is it Sandra? I didn't realize, but Sanna in Swedish is a nickname for Suzanne. I was like, dang, I could have been called Sanna. Yeah. And I'm sure it doesn't sound like that. I'm not sure where you're from, so. Okay, so we did that row. Oh, it's locked. Oh, I was going to show you how Stitching Masterpieces does this. And she shows it, like she turns over. Sandra's her birth name, but everyone calls you Sanna. Okay, good, cool. I like Sanna. If I'm saying it how you like it. You're from Belgium. Okay, so it's probably close to the same. Cool, okay. So what you do is underneath, and she shows the bottom, the back side too, is, so what I do is I hold the thread when I stitch it. I put it around my pinky and I hold the loop and I pull it up, and then I take the needle and pull it down, and then I pull my pinky away from my work. And I do that when the thread is really long, and this one's in the way now. Sorry. So in this case, so here I go like this, I pull it down, and then when I go back up, I hold the loop with my pinky, and I go back down, and then go like that. This thread is actually a little bit on the short side, so it didn't work as well. So you go down, and so I'm holding it behind me, and I go like that. And actually it makes the stitch really neat as well, I think. Especially when it's really long. And you just have to... I find that this technique for me doesn't work when I'm stitching English, but it's really good for Danish. It's a little short, so I'm only... But it's also a little bit more ergonomic as well, because you're pulling away from yourself and not up so much. Ah, your favorite quiz show is on. Okay, see you later. Hopefully Yogi's streaming, so we'll see. Hopefully Mr. Yogi's feeling better. And hopefully he doesn't have the man flu. I mean, gosh, we don't need that. Enjoy your show. So now it's, I feel like it's too short. It's easier to just do it now. But that was one thing I learned from stitching masterpieces. It works really well. And I kind of let my threads be a little long. Hello. Hi, Renee. I saw your post about your cat. I'm sorry to hear about that. Welcome in. I'm glad you're here. There we go. I'm working on the cat bus. I'm like, oh shoot! I almost pulled the hoop out of the stand. I have a homemade stand based on a Lowry stand that only holds hoops. I use it sometimes and can stitch two-handed, but sometimes I don't feel like it, so I use the hoop in hand. Yeah, I think that two-handed is really faster. But, you know, if you're comfortable with one-handed, that's fine. I mean, I found it easier for me to use two hands. Ooh, it's getting dark outside. It must be going to rain again. Not that I can... It's like really got dark in here all of a sudden. Is that a bus for cats or that the bus is a cat? The bus is a cat. It's super cute. Hold on a second. I'll show you the picture again because, yeah, it's like so cool. The cat opens his mouth and, well, not his mouth, but the door is like, it opens up and it's all fur inside. It's really cool. I found my speed is pretty much the same regardless of which way I stitch. Now, it's just, yeah, you're okay. You just do you kind of thing. It's fine. Unless you want to improve it in somehow, then, you know, don't worry so much. I wouldn't worry. Isn't that cute? Yeah, it's super cute. And then the little red dot at the top switches. Yeah, there comes the rain. Wow, I can smell it. Huh. It just got really cold in here too. Yeah, it's the cat bus is super cute. Huh. Well, not super cold. It's just I have bare legs, so my legs are like my legs. And I have the fan blowing on my legs. Probably freeze. No, I'm kidding. I love those clouds. I wish real clouds looked like that. Yeah, me too. Aren't they just so... They're just so cool looking. And I really love the way they look. And the cat bus is so cute. Okay. And he meows like a roar kind of thing. Meow. And then the little sign will change and say like, well, it's in Japanese. and it says, because they take the little girl, the cat bus takes the little girl to the hospital where her mom is, because she thinks her mom is dying. So the cat bus takes her there. It's super adorable. This movie is just so cute. Okay, hold on a second. I want to see what is here. I want to pin stitch, but I don't want to. Oops. Okay, there's some black there. I want to pin stitch, but I don't want to do it where it's too light. Oh wait, I keep hitting the wrong button. Okay, yeah, it's not really. Let's see. It's fine. I'll pin it down here. Let's see. Oh, you know, I could do that. I could look and see what. Yeah. Oh no, that's not it. I'm looking for this. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, okay. It's not too far. I didn't put any socks on either. My feet are cold. I wear wool socks all year round pretty much, but today I was like, I'll leave them off. And my feet are cold. That's kind of funny. I'm a wuss. No, I'm not. I get really bad leg cramps and feet cramps if my feet get too cold. You haven't seen this one? Oh, you gotta see it. It's the best. It's so sweet. It's just, yeah, there's like lots of things in it. You know, the father going through taking care of his daughters while the mother is sick, and the daughters dealing with the mother being sick, and then the neighbor. There's a boy who, you know, he's like a little, you know, like 9 or 10-year-old, and he's trying to be big kid, but he wants to be nice to the little girl, and yeah, it's just, there's lots of interwoven stuff that's just really sweet. I'm gonna move to this color now, 434. So I have to move my card around. Yeah, totally recommend. 434. No, not 8. 4. And I think so. So let's see. I don't know who the mom's voice is in that. I don't remember. I kind of want to think it's not somebody super popular, like an actor. The dad's voice is, he's an actor that was in a comedy show. What was his name? I don't know what his name is either, but you know, I recognize his voice. And the girls are Dakota and Elle Fanning. So their voices are a little, they were quite young when they did it. So it shows their, you know, their acting is not what it could be, but it's still really good. I think compared to, I think the dubbing is really good, honestly. And then I want to say, who's the granny, the neighbor, they call her Granny. She's an old woman too, so, I don't remember who that was, but they use a lot of like old celebrities, to do the voices, and, it's generally pretty good. Like, I want to say, is it Liam Neeson? Liam Neeson is in Ponyo. Yeah, so there's like, yeah, there's a lot of pretty big name actors and actresses that are in these Studio Ghibli movies as voice actors. If you watch the English dub, so they're pretty good. It's pretty good quality. On here, I'm just going to move this over here because I'm a super fan. You can tell. They're just like, I don't know. They're heartwarming. They're beautiful. And there are little social commentaries in them that it's not like in your face or anything. It's sweet, So like in My Neighbor Totoro, it's dealing with illness, how children deal with illness. It's not the main theme, so it's still lighthearted and everything, but these two girls are trying to deal with the illness of their mother being gone. In Howl's, it's the whole thing about war, how it affects everybody. And Ponyo is about the environment. And old people. it has some old people in it. So there's the bit about the older people that are in the movie. There's all sorts of interesting things, In The Cat Returns, if you think about it, it's about a girl who wishes that she was something else, and she gets the wish, and that's not what she wants. They're just really good movies. Highly, highly recommend, as you can tell. And I went down a rabbit hole one time, and to see the deeper meanings of things. And I would not recommend that, because there are some theories out there that for this world that were, like what they really mean kind of thing. I don't really believe that. Oh, the other one, Spirited Away, is about, growing up and what happens when people don't consider other people. Gluttony. And it's a lot about gluttony. And it's a very good movie. I love that movie. It's hard because I like them all. I could watch them all. I do often. As I said, Alex and I used to do marathons, just one after another. And when he was little, his favorite was Ponyo, and he would watch that a couple times a day. And when I was getting sick of things like the Wiggles and Toy Story and all that, when he would watch Ponyo 3 or 4 times a day, I was like, psh, no problem. I'd sit there with him and watch it. I didn't mind. I was like, thank God it's not Toy Story again. I mean, Toy Story is cute and all, but it's like, I've had enough of that. I'm just checking this. Oops. I'm really into looking into the meanings of things, and I like to watch like YouTube channels that discuss, what does this mean in the movie kind of thing. funny because I do that with horror movies. I don't watch the horror movies, but this one channel is really good. It's called the Cobweb Channel, and he talks about classic horror movies and things like that. And I'll watch his channel, you know, and like, okay, that's enough of that horror stuff for me. It's funny. Oops. I wonder how much I've stitched so far. I haven't even looked at it. I really cooled down. Huh, interesting. It wasn't really hot at all, but it's like there's a difference in the air from it when it started raining. Okay, there's that one. Let me mark that. Oh, wait. Oh, it's locked. Okay, now I can close this. Close that down a little bit. I remember one movie about a pig character that could fly a plane, and I think it is Porco Rosso. Yeah, Porco Rosso. I didn't really like that, but I'm not really interested in military films so much, and it kind of had that military vibe. I don't think he was a bad guy. I've only seen it once. I just wasn't really that interested, and I just realized that where I was working was off the screen. But I'm coming back over here now. Hi, Dragon Lady. I've made such progress. I hit 30%, so not really. It's getting there though. Yeah, I think I think we were talking about Porco Rosso. He's an Italian pig. But also Miyazaki, he's really into aviation and all that. So let's see. How much did you get done on Howls yesterday? I only got 400. I got 400. I was going to work on it more, but I got tired, so I didn't. I'm going to end this thread. That's the one. I didn't like it either, probably why I couldn't remember. Yeah. And I think I've only seen it the dubbed version. And I just was like, I'm not, I grew up with, my mom loved military films. I was like, oh God, like, please, somebody take it away. She was a big John Wayne fan too. So it was like constant, those kind of movies all the time. She could watch them over and over again. And I was like, Mom. It's really windy now too. I'm glad I didn't I was thinking about opening my patio door. I usually just keep it closed. But I was like, I bet it's gonna rain. So I didn't open it. The window, I mean. Oops. I'm grabbing all sorts of thread over here. My wax is a little sticky. What time is it? Let's see. I need to check something really quick. Hopefully it shouldn't turn everything off. But I'm waiting for my medicine to come. So I'm gonna, whoa, thunder. Oh, I wasn't ready for that. 1 minute. Oh, okay. They're gonna call. Oh, shoot. Okay, so I'm probably getting a phone call, and I was like, I'm not expecting it. So if I drop out, then that's why. Usually they don't come till later, but I'll have to get up and meet the driver because it's my medicine. And there's thunder going on, so oh, I'm like, what happened here? Did I drop? Oh no, okay. Whoa. I didn't get that much done. 350 or so. The heat has arrived here in the desert, and I just wasn't ready, so it slowed me down. Oh yeah. So also I'm having a thunderstorm, which shouldn't be a problem, because our stuff is all it's all covered, so we should be fine. But I am gonna get a phone call in a second, so hopefully the app will let me frickin' answer it. And then I have to get up and go meet the door. I'm like kind of wondering if I should just end with the thunderstorm too. But I did make it to the pink flowers in the lower left corner. Oh, nice. Oh, wait, I just went too far. Yeah, one too many. And of course I didn't. Let me, I'm just checking the app real quick to make sure. It says it's 1 minute from here, so messed up. And I tried to go back up through it, and it caught the fabric. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay, I got it. Yeah, I'm like, please let the phone go through. I didn't. They're never this early. You know what I mean? They're only this early when I'm streaming, of course. Whew. I don't know if you can hear that in thunder. You know what? I think I'm gonna end. I want to make sure I get this this package, and the thunder is really close. So I think it's probably a good idea for me to end. It's actually making me kind of shaky. I'm not used to thunder, and like, I mean, I should be after 26 years here, but I want to make sure I get my package. So I think I'll let you guys go. I'll tell you how much I stitched real quick. Wow, 404. Nice. Good job. But yeah, and tomorrow, if I make it back, it'll be 𝐲𝐸. So yeah, oh, it's fine. I live in a brick building, but I just don't want to. And we have things on our building that's supposed to protect for thunder, but I don't know, you know, I want to make sure. So, okay, I have to go close my window too. I can hear the rain coming through. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thanks for being here. I'll talk to you on Discord. Yeah, 404, that's good. Okay, see you later. Bye.